A new study shows Atlanta has some of the most racially inclusive hospitals in the country.
And yet also has one of the most racially segregated hospital markets in the country. Fox 5's Eric Mock spoke to the study's experts on how these seemingly contradicting finds can both be true.
Well, the president of the Lown Institute says the contradiction is the result of an uneven distribution of care for minority and lower socioeconomic populations in the metro.
And the idea really was, if we understand the patterns and if we could make them visible, then we open up the pathway to improve access, to improve equity.
President of the Lown Institute, Vikas Sani, says that's the reason they put together this study of how racially inclusive hospitals and hospital markets are. They use data from Medicare and its claims servers. Both Grady Memorial and Emory University Midtown were ranked in the top 10 most racially inclusive hospitals in the country. But the Atlanta metro area as a whole proved to be one of the nation's most racially segregated hospital markets. That's because it also has some of the lowest ranked racially inclusive hospitals. According to the study, 36% of Wellstar Kennestone's service area is made up of people of color, but only 23% of the patients it served were people of color. And out of Northside Hospital Cherokee's service area, 21% are people of color, and yet only 10% of its patients are people of color.
But it is a harsh kind of set of facts that we've uncovered and spotlighted.
Sani says if only one or two hospitals in the metro area are serving most of the underserved populations and one of them shuts down,
and the answer is it would be very disruptive. It's a risk when one of them closes. It's also kind of how the system's currently designed to function, which is not good.
A good example of this, Wellstar's closure of its Atlanta Medical Center last year. And how does this affect patients? The study points out that in segregated markets like Atlanta, minority groups tend to have shorter life expectancy. Well, we reached out to these hospitals. Northside Cherokee hasn't gotten back to us as of this story airing, but Wellstar Kennestone did, and they gave us a statement saying in part that, part of their core mission is to serve diverse populations. They also said they provide more uncompensated care than any other provider in the state. Reporting from Cobb County, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.